Good morning, everybody. We've
Good
got
morning.
a special guest on, and we're going to have a small contest. See if you guys can guess who the guest is by asking questions. Hang on just a second.
Yeah, they wanted to be on the show, but we're gonna kind of make you guys. You have to ask a question, one word answers, just to see if you can guess who it is, and we'll tell you if you're right. But before we do that, let's say good morning to everybody. We got Allison. Good morning, John Tanzillo, Lee, Dwight Curley, Bernard. Good morning. Oh, let's see. Who did I miss? I know there's some Jerry Broad T Man. I think we got everybody there.
Oh, and there's Roy just popped in.
Roy who? Which Roy?
Roy Eltham
Roy
just came in, yeah.
Good morning.
So anyway, we've got the mystery guest, and you guys can ask questions of the mystery guest, and she will. It's a female. You're gonna get that pretty quick because she doesn't sound like a guy.
Yeah, and she can't stay for very long. So
yeah. So anyway, ask away, and whoever guesses who it is, we maybe give them a T-shirt, coffee cup, or something like that from the store, Teespring store.
yeah.
So, Almar just joined us. You see you now. Yeah,
no,
she's in chat now.
She's in. Well, she's live.
She's on the show.
Not in chat.
Not in chat. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, there we go. Good morning, Digger. And Allison says, by the way, it's not her. So you're right.
No, it's not. It's not Allie.
It's not Allie. Okay, I don't see anybody asking questions. Okay, yeah. Come on, chat. Ask questions. We got a T-shirt to give away or something.
Yeah, T-shirt, coffee cup, something.
Yeah. Nissy, no, it is not. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not answering. Is it Nissy?
No.
No.
I'm not sure who Nissy is, but
I've seen her in chat occasionally.
Ah, okay.
Are you Michelle Campana?
No.
No.
No. You got to ask questions of her, and maybe you can figure out from there.
Well, let's see. Bernard says that you're from Colorado.
Laugh out loud, yeah.
Are you Nancy?
No.
How about Z's Trains?
I don't know what that is.
So that's a no.
Are you Michelle?
No.
No. Kathy?
No.
No. She can't see the chat, by the way. I don't think so.
Are you Julie?
No.
Whoa. Give them a hint. Let's see. They're way off. Are you someone's wife?
Yes.
Okay.
Elizabeth?
No.
How about Connie?
No.
Someone's wife, yeah. Dennis he's right so far.
Well, let's see. I don't see a lot of questions. Wow.
I think we've stumped them.
They don't.
Wow. Okay. Well, give them a hint.
Give them a hint. Oh.
Yeah.
I know nothing about trains.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Dennis wants to know what scale does your husband model?
I have no clue.
Oh, that's not it. That doesn't help.
That's the wrong one. Do you model trains?
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay, I got a question. How did you meet your spouse?
Church and high school.
Okay. And didn't you have a common hobby or a hobby that you got him into?
Cruising?
What was that again?
Well, didn't What wasn't there some connection with flying clubs and airplanes?
Oh, heavens, no, I don't like that either.
Oh, well then, okay. I'm thinking of somebody else then. Okay, let's see.
I don't do hobbies very much.
Okay, are you Sparky's wife?
No, I don't know Sparky.
Okay, don't know Sparky.
Oh, here's a good question. Here's a good question right here. Bernard's not been listening very well.
Yes,
You
I have a husband.
You have a husband, okay. Do you like your husband?
A little bit.
A little bit, okay.
There's Bill. Bill, we've got Bill and all the guys that came in, Digger and Joe Rader and some of you guys that just come on. We've got a mystery guest, and we're giving away something from the Teespring store for whoever guesses who it is. So far, we know it's a female, and she's somebody's wife.
Are you from Canada or the United States?
United States.
Okay. Are you Tony's wife?
Nope.
No.
Are you American, Canadian, or Australian?
American.
You live in Texas?
Nope.
Okay.
No, not Tony's wife, Digger. What was the other one I saw? Oh, East U.S. or West?
Oh, are you Heath's girlfriend?
Not yet.
Yeah, oh, okay. That's a great answer.
That was a good answer.
That is
Not
great.
yet.
I am neither East or West U.S.
Is your partner a pilot?
Not a real one, no.
A real one.
Do you design T-shirts?
No, I don't.
Do you do paintings?
No,
Are you Dwight's wife?
no.
Almar says the show's going to be over and they're never going to find out.
That's true. That could
I
happen.
thought you guys would guess it right away.
I thought they would get it real quick. We got to give them another hint.
Okay. Are you from Southern Oklahoma?
No, I'm from Oklahoma, but not Southern.
Okay. JD's wife?
Nope.
Okay. Debbie?
No.
Jason's wife?
No.
Oh, John Tanzello. Are you Claude's wife?
Yes, I am.
Oh, bingo.
Good
John
job,
wins.
John.
John wins.
God,
Yeah,
I thought you guys would get that right away. Wow.
I did too. I thought they'd get it a lot quicker. I'm going to put her name up here now.
It took you guys 7 minutes to figure that out. Oh, my goodness.
Her name is Brenda. Yeah. And we've been married 42 years.
Wow.
And she's put up with me for 42 years. She doesn't want to be on camera, though. That's the only way I could get her on here was promise no video. So anyway, if you've got any questions now that you know who it is,
yeah, and
she'll stay for a little while longer and answer a few questions.
Yeah, everybody's saying hello, Brendan, and there's no questions off the table. You can ask. Boy, we can put Claude on the spot. You know.
Well, Steve Anderson, what was it he said there? It was pretty good.
Yeah, everybody's saying hello.
Oh, I lost it now.
Let's see. John wants to know how you put up with Claude.
It's not too hard.
It's a good question. She's not going to answer, but she's not going to give you a full answer on that because it would probably land somebody in jail.
Well, you guys have known each other since high school. I mean, that's just insane.
We've known each other since ninth grade.
Yeah. We dated.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, elementary. Yeah, that's just awesome.
Well, here's the question. Steve Anderson said, "We barely remember each other, and you expect us to remember anyone's wife." Actually, Steve, I wouldn't expect you to remember because I've probably only mentioned her a few times on the show, and unless you really knew what I was talking about at the time.
I thought I could have sworn I remember you, Claude, saying that Brenda got you into flying airplanes, and that's how you met or something.
I did, but it was through a gift for Christmas.
Oh.
He is the hardest human being in the world to buy things for. he either doesn't, it's like tools, he buys those for his work. Electronic, I couldn't satisfy, what he wanted. Clothes, he thought was a really lame gift. So one year I don't even know how I came up with it, but I got him a trainer for Christmas. And when he opened it, he had this dumbfounded look on his face. And I thought, well, from I screwed up again. I thought he hated it. And well, like, what am I going to do with this? But apparently he really loved it. So
Wow.
that's how that he got into flying. It was nothing. I don't like it any better than railroad. So
Well, Digger's got a really interesting question. Brenda, do you know how much money Claude spends on his trains?
I don't want to know.
That's probably the best thing.
I have a feeling there would be a divorce in the thing if it was if I knew.
It could be.
Oh my goodness!
I know it's a lot. I've seen all the boxes come. I mean, oh my Lord, he buys all the time.
Well, and Allie says congratulations on 42 years. Thank you, Allie.
Thank you.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Steve Anderson wants to know whose idea was it to get the pool put in?
Well, Claude had made a comment one time here not too long ago that he would like a hot tub. And I don't like the ones that sit out on the patio, the I don't even know what you call them, but I don't care for those, but I do like pools. And so I said, well, we could do a hot tub and a pool, and there it was. We did it.
Yeah.
So it was pretty much my idea.
Okay, I have a question. How much, if you split the time between the hot tub and the pool, have you spent more time in the hot tub or the pool?
Well, it's the time of year right now we've not gotten in the pool because it's very chilly.
Yeah, but I mean total. Yeah, I mean
total. I would say my time has been in the pool most of the time.
Okay, I know where Claude's been.
Yeah, Tiffany and my daughter and I play tennis, and so after we get through playing tennis, we get in there, and it's a great way to cool down. So
yeah, Claude. I remember I was talking with Claude, and I remember we were talking about, but he sends a picture, and he's in the hot tub. He's looking around. It's like, I sure hope you don't have, or sure hope you have clothes on. And you wouldn't answer the question.
Don't ever ask that.
Like, don't stand up, please.
Well, Dennis has got.
Oh, his wife's listening too.
Yeah. He's got a request. Oh, and by the way, Dennis is the one that lives out by. What's the name of that town? Fort. Boy, right out of my head. Out the other side of Enid, off of 412 is where he.
Is Dennis Otter
Fort Supply.
Fort Supply. Thank you. I just couldn't think of it. Yeah.
Oil and gas country.
Yeah. She knows Dennis. She knows all those places because she's in the oil and gas business. So trucking pipe out to those places, she knows all the small towns in Oklahoma.
Brenda, does Claude spend too much time on his hobbies?
Well, I'll let you know that in a couple of weeks when I'm home all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
No, he does spend a lot. When he gets into something, he gets into it wholeheartedly and with gusto.
Yeah.
That's
not a bad thing.
No, that's fine. It'll probably keep us from fighting.
Yeah, Bernard, I agree. Some things you can't unseen. Once you see it.
Yeah. Dennis wants to know, have the grandkids noticed the pool yet?
We did reveal it in July, and they were both shocked that they didn't know for 4 months that there was a huge going on.
That was funny.
It was great.
That was funny.
Oh, yeah. The granddaughter swore up and down she had been out back in that time span that the pool was being built. And I said, no.
We would not have gotten by with it except they're 15 and all they have is phones in their faces.
Was this a question asked? Whose idea was it to put the pool in?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was having a deja vu.
And Jerry wants to know, are you retiring soon?
Next Thursday is my last day.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah,
I've been there 34 years.
she's been giddy for about 6 months, waiting on this day, waiting on this next week. Bernard says he spent half his life in the oil fields. Wife's grandma.
Laughlin Drilling, yeah.
Who do you work for,
Laughlin
Brenda?
Drilling Company. Do you know Laughlin Drilling Company?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
We don't do business with them, but I know them.
Yeah.
Steve, the company I work for is called Independent Tubular. We sell pipe to the oil and gas companies for downhole drilling.
All right. I gotta put.
And Jerry says, congratulations on your retirement.
Thank you.
And Al says his wife retires when was it? Next Friday. So day after you do.
Yep. It's an exciting time.
Yes, it is.
Looks like mine's going to be the end of the year.
Yeah, we're all getting there, aren't we?
Yeah. I'll be spending a whole lot less time out here.
Oh, Allie's mom's last day at work is next Friday too.
Wow.
Man, that's just the retirement month, isn't it?
Everybody birthdays in November.
Yeah. So once you retire, Claude, do you think your hobby time is going to be reduced?
No, because I don't. When I get up there and I'm working on something, I do spend a lot of time at that particular time, but I don't do it every day. Even when she's not here, I'm not there every day. So I don't know that it'll change much, because there'll be times when she'll want me to leave the room, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, and you could be doing worse things.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So
Look at the book, guys.
no, I don't expect my modeling time will change a lot. Besides that, I'm still working, so there's that I'll be busy with. But yeah, it just depends, and of course, then we plan on traveling a lot and that sort of thing. So even just short, long weekend stuff. But no, I'm not retired, Dennis. I don't retire. I don't turn 65 till April, so I'm at least that far away. I've cut way back on what I do, just for physical reasons, but I still work. Here we go. Here, Nancy's here. Hey, Nancy, good to see you. Nancy lives. Nancy is the gal that I sent stuff to in Seattle that went back and forth across the country 3 times.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
And she wants to know if I have to spend at least a week with you, I guess, once she retires, no work. I mean, well, we spend a lot of time together anyway, but that would be up to her, I guess. So yeah, my hobby is something I do when I'm not doing anything else. So it's not like I force myself to go out there all the time. Oh, what else do we have? Bernard wants you to show us your new locomotive. I don't think she's got one, Bernard.
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I don't do trains.
You don't do trains.
No. What hobbies do you like doing, Brenda?
I'm not real creative, so I don't, like he's asked me before to help work on some of the mop kits, and it just frustrates me to no end. So I don't do those kind of things. I do love to cook. I like to get in and try.
Yeah, I know you're always. I mean, Claude's always got eating something. It's like, what are you eating? It's like, oh man, yeah, you're a great cook.
Yeah, I do love cooking. Not baking, but I do love to cook.
Yeah, she's a fabulous cook.
You're gonna have to give us some recipes when you come out here.
Well, I don't really do recipes. I just
I
kind of wing it.
Well, give me some ideas. Some people live to cook, and some people cook to live. I cook to live. I am.
Yeah.
I'm not creative. I get tired of eating the same stuff because I'm Mr. Mom until Sheila retires.
Right.
She's a great cook, great baker. She can bake chocolate cake like they'll get you one when you come out here. It's like, don't reinvent the wheel. It's the perfect chocolate cake. I've never found another one better. It is.
And I love chocolate.
Oh, man, it's good. It's somewhere between a really nice rich cake and a brownie. It's right in the middle there. It's really rich. Really rich. I think it's got 3 sticks of butter in it.
Oh, butter makes it better.
Between the frosting and the cake. So yeah, we'll make you one.
Dennis wants to know if you enjoyed riding the Durango and Silverton.
I did enjoy it a lot, and that was not because it was on a track necessarily, but just the view is.
Yeah, the scenery and stuff is really nice. I saw another one. Da-da-da-da.
Do you like Claude's hat collection?
Not particularly, no.
What about his mug collection?
Oh, those are cool.
Those are cool.
I've contributed to some of those.
Yeah, I contributed one, I think.
Yeah, I've got one from you. I've got one from quite a few of the channels too. Well, not quite a few, but several of the channels. What else I saw one. Where was it? Oh, right here. Here we go. Rob wants to know, is there an area on the railroad that is in her honor or named after her? Not yet, but her and my daughter built an oil derrick from a Campbell kit that they had a lot of frustration with, but it turned out okay. And it's going to go on the layout. I several Christmases ago, I bought everybody in the family a kit that was going to be theirs. And hers was the oil derrick because of the business she was in. So yeah, that'll be on there, probably named after her somehow.
Well, Brenda, we've got our favorite pipe hauling trucker in here too, Roy Hardwick, Container Man 68. Good morning. He says hi. He's just listening. Okay. And he says sometimes he loads oil pipe out of Texas for Turboscope in Midland. All Points Pipe Service in El Rio, Oklahoma, and CMC Pipe Yard in Houston.
Yes, to all of those. Tuboscope's a big, we don't use Tuboscope much because we don't actually do the inspections. So same thing with All Points. But our customers will inspect. So we do ship out in those areas. We've got a lot of drilling going on in Midland area right now.
That is cool. So Roy, everybody's saying hi to Roy.
And Dennis says, stop talking about cake. His wife is listening. His wife says, stop talking about cake.
Oh, it's called Diana's chocolate cake.
We're coming to your house, all of us, Steve.
Oh, God, it's good. Yeah, let's all meet at Train Mountain for a giant barbecue and cake.
Yeah.
I'll bring the ribs. You
yeah, your ribs. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, her ribs are killer. Yeah, they fall,
so
meat falls off the bone. They're really good.
So many times, Brenda, the Claude and I have been doing our whatever, talking, and all of a sudden this plate comes. It's like, that doesn't happen to me. That did not happen to me.
I try to feed him well.
Oh boy, you do great.
She does feed me well.
No wonder you guys been married.
Sometimes too well.
Yeah, no wonder you guys have been married for 100 years. That's.
Allie says she has to attack the chocolate in her fridge now.
Oh God.
Yeah, chocolate addiction's not a good thing. Anyway, well, she stayed a lot longer than 10 minutes.
Yes, I'm ready to go ahead and leave you guys. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
well, thanks for being on.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have fun.
Okay, Brenda. Take care. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Anyway.
What do you think, guys? How about that?
I thought that might be fun.
That was fun.
And John Tanzillo, you need to go. I think the merchandise link is in the description there, so you can go in there and pick something out and send me an email to this email.
I thought for sure you guys would pick up on that right away. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, I thought they'd pick it up real
I
fast.
thought you guys would figure it out. You're not going to get my wife doing this. She wouldn't even come on the show. It's like,
Yeah. Well, she was, first time I asked her, she said, no way. But when I told her she didn't have to be on camera, she was a little more willing to do it. And I caught her as she went to bed last night, so she was sleepy and tired.
well, I'm lucky.
Want me to leave her alone, I'm sure.
I'm lucky mine even lets me do the show. Come here, guys.
Anyway.
Somebody's up.
Yeah, I figured you probably were, Jerry. Your thumb's modeler. That was it was Steve's idea to make everybody guess.
Yeah.
But she wanted to. Well, she didn't want to come on, but she was willing to come on, and I thought it would be a lot of fun, which it was.
Well, I figured it might be able to keep her on a little longer if we did that. I didn't know if she'd go that long. That was great.
Dennis wants to know if I will be going to the Oklahoma City Train Show. Yes, sir, I will be. At least I'm planning to. If you're going, we can meet up. That'd be fun. I will probably, if my son wants to go, I'll probably swing by and pick him up in Stillwater and then drive down like we did the last time we went. But yeah, I'm planning on going. And it's the first week in December. I'm not sure what day it's supposed to be, but anyway, yeah, it's been a while since I've been to a train show, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah, Nancy, this is Gus. He's the unofficial mascot of Backcountry. He's not a puppy anymore. He doesn't fit in his bed. He's 35 pounds of off the hook nutcase. If anybody knows a Frenchie, they've got a very unique personality.
Excuse me. Ellie said it was one of your guesses, but the flying bit put me off. Oh, on guessing who the guest was? I think I had mentioned that on here before, that she had gotten me started in the hobby by buying the Christmas gift. Yeah, and I was dumbfounded. I had no idea she was getting something like that. So she really surprised me. It was neat. She got me in the hobby, and I met a lot of nice people there. Kind of like doing this, you meet people when you all have a common thing to pull you together. So it's a lot of fun, but I just got tired of it, and the politics and the government was stepping into it and all that stuff. So that's when I said, no, I'm done. And I enjoyed building the airplanes, but after a while it got to be more work than it, because I was doing stuff for everybody else and not myself.
Steve Anderson. Yeah, I agree. He says, I haven't figured out that picking up Gus and patting him too hard normally releases gas. And now that I have fire out here, that might be interesting. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, that's true.
I just might go poof and disappear.
Yeah.
And Jerry, yeah, it does work really good.
If it happens during the show, it'll be hysterically funny.
That would be, yeah.
Yeah, Dennis, if I'll get a hold of you or something late November and see what's going on with you, and if you're able to go, that'd be fun to do.
Yeah.
Oh, John Tanzil says he has a train show next weekend in New Braunfels. That's a little bit far drive for a train show for me.
You're sick, Roy. He wants to see me blow up. Yeah, Allie, he's 35 pounds now. He ain't a light dog anymore. The funny thing is his brother, my stepson's got, who decided wifey needed a puppy, has his brother, and he's half the size of Gus. Gus is just huge.
You're feeding him too much, man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Maybe that's why he barks.
Nancy's going to a train show in mid-January, provided they don't cancel it. Yeah. I doubt they'll cancel the Oklahoma City show this year.
That's right.
Where we're at, but they're it's pretty lax around here with all of that kind of stuff.
Roy says if you throw out your back picking up the dog, you ain't a puppy. Roy got to meet Gus when he was a puppy. We went out to Mexican lunch with him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forget Roy was up there.
Yeah, right after we got him.
Oh, right after you got Gus?
Gus, yeah.
Is that when he was?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Anybody else got any train shows going on?
I think I saw Nancy's going to one in mid-January if they don't cancel it.
Yeah, I saw that one. That's all I see right now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the one in Oklahoma City. They put on a pretty good show there. And they didn't have it last year. But as far as I know, they're planning on it this year.
Well, they probably have one up here this year. They haven't had it in the last 2 Novembers, I think, because it always falls the weekend after Thanksgiving up here in Medford. The Medford Railroad Park sponsors it. But I haven't heard whether they're going to do it, but I might go to that if they do. I'm looking at chat.
So we're talking about dogs and puppies now.
Yeah, dogs, puppies, and train shows. And Steve's blowing up.
And Bernard's got his RCs on hold, been building full-size airplanes.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't do real airplanes, but I did before I was doing RC. In fact, the reason she got the RC airplane, or thought I would like it, was I was flying online on the computer and flying in combat and stuff, and was with a group of guys in that too. So no matter what hobby you're in, you can always find a group that's doing the same kind of thing.
That's interesting. Roy Hardwick, he says as soon as he gets off here, he's going to get cleaned up, and he's going to be hitting the yard in Gallup, New Mexico, and going to catch some live.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Jerry wants to know if I was into modeling before I got married. Oh yeah, Jerry, I was buying movie monster kits, plastic kits, from was it Monogram that did those? Anyway, I was doing those. I was buying model kits. I'd get $1 for my birthday, and back then the model was 98 cents, and the tax was 2 cents, and so $1 would buy my model kit. And then when I needed the 10-cent tube of glue, my dad would buy that for me, and that would last several models. So, I started back in grade school, building plastic models of all kinds, cars, movie monsters, airplanes.
Good morning. We got Anthony jumped in from the Georgia Sun Belt, and Wilmer. Good morning, Wilmer.
Yeah, hey, Anthony, Wilmer. Good to see you guys. But yeah, I've been modeling for a long time. Like I say, since grade school, different stuff. Got my first train when I was in first or second grade. I can't remember exactly. I'm sure it was a Lionel. It was 3-rail. I know that. My dad took me to the Pomona Fair in California. When we lived in California. took me to the Pomona Fair, and they had a huge club layout there. And I was hooked then as far as miniaturization stuff. That's what I really got interested in. That's what really drew me to it. The trains were an extra part of it, but I had slot cars. I had, all kinds of model stuff. Did toothpick models in high school, or not high school, junior high. Got into toothpick models. I was building structures that were half the size of my bedroom with toothpicks.
What is it about guys that like stuff that's miniature? This doesn't like the miniaturized stuff. We got John, School Club River Valley. Good morning. He jumped in too. Wow, we got some big hitters in here this morning.
Let's see here. Yeah, I got to talking, and there was some stuff here I wanted to put up here. Anthony's got a train show at Dulles, December 11th and 22nd. Oh, that's a long one. I've never heard of one being 10, 11 days long. Must be a big show. Of course, on the East Coast, you guys tend to have more of that kind of stuff. Here in the middle of the country, we're a little more spread out. Population's a little more spread out. So you don't get, the number of train shows and that sort of thing like you do back east.
Hey, Bernard. Sorry, Gus. A question just flew by, and then I dropped my phone. I got Bernard. Hang on a second.
Warner's got one November 6th in Monroeville, Pennsylvania.
Sorry.
Greenberg train show.
Well, I'll have to do it later. Gus, stop.
Oh, it's 11 and 12, not 11 through. Okay, that sounds better, Anthony. I was going to say, man, that's a long show. It's like a fair or something.
Well, I had a question to go by, but my tablet jacked up, so I'll have to ask it later.
Did you fling it on the floor like you did your
No,
phone?
I almost dropped it, and I almost dropped Gus, and now as soon as I came back to the tablet, chat's gone. I can't find anything. What the hell did I push? Gus, can you get down? You are making this really hard. Come on.
Yeah, Ali, hopefully you guys can have it next gen. I know they're probably not even coming close to having anything before that down there. Yeah, Steve, you're right. Miniatures allow us to build our world and control everything.
Yeah.
We actually get to be right. Well, that's only if you do it right. That's the problem. I have a problem with that.
I totally lost chat.
Oh, John's here too. Good morning, John. John, do you know of any train shows around you? Since you just came in, we were talking about train shows too. And you missed our special guest we had on. You'll have to go back and watch replay for all.
Yeah, that was fun.
Came in late.
That was fun.
Yeah. And we won't tell you who it was. You'll have to go back and look.
Oh my God, I messed up. Oh, there's flies back in town. I've got fly swatter if he'll just land.
I think it's you, Steve.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's you.
I'm still trying to figure out my tablet because I can't see chat now. I don't know what the hell I did.
Okay, what else are we talking about here, folks? Does anybody else have any questions for me about our guest that was on this morning?
Yeah.
I think they probably asked all that there was to ask. But.
Well, I'll tell you, like I said before, I said you are a lucky man. You are a lucky guy.
John said there's a train show coming up in Allentown, Pennsylvania, but not sure when. And John Tanzilla wants to know how cold it is there, Steve.
Oh, it's not cold now. It's nice and warm.
No, he meant outside.
Oh, outside. Oh, it's in the 40s and wet. It's raining. But this place gets cold in the wintertime, and my little electric strip wall heater just doesn't work that great. But the pot belly works really good. So I cleaned the chimney last Sunday after the show. It's like, I'm going to be warm this time. And it works good. Look, I don't know if you can see it. It works great. And there's Gus waiting by the door so we can go to the bathroom. He's like, I don't want a part of this.
You wait too long to let him out, and he won't wait.
He's done that before.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's always fun. I have to wait.
And Jerry says the good thing we gave hints who the guest was. He'd still be guessing. No, that's possible. And that's possible. Well, I might as well tell everybody that came in late. It was my wife, but we're showing her picture or her name, and people were trying to guess who it was. So it was a lot of fun. I think she
I
enjoyed
thought
it
you
too.
guys got that right away.
Yeah, I thought they would guess it right away. But yeah, we had to give them clues. But John Tanzillo's the one that guessed, so he'll win the prize. What have you accomplished on your layout that you haven't put up on video yet? Talking to me, I'm assuming. I've been building some kits. I think everything else that's actually on the layout, that's built on the layout itself, directly on the layout, I've shown already in my last update. But I built a new crane for the scrap yard. I've got the scrap and stuff that's going to go in there. I got to get it painted up, but I've got all that scrap stuff that's going to be in the scrap yard. I've got the diner that's going to be over there by it. I just finished another little kit that I was planning on putting up at in the mining district, but I'm not exactly sure where it's going to go yet. And I was doing that on the bean show the other day. We did a short bean show, and I was building on it.
I was sure we did 3 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah. But that's what I've been doing here lately. I haven't really been upstairs that much working on the layout itself, but I've been doing stuff for the layout. So, but there again, I don't go out there. I don't go out and build every day. And, but when I do go out there, I usually spend several hours. So that's how I keep from getting divorced. But in the evenings, that's why I don't see shows in the evenings. She works all the time. I don't work all the time since I work for myself, so I'm off a lot. But in the evenings, I spend time with her. So, very rarely will I go off and do something else in the evening when she's here.
And that's why you've been married for 42 years.
Well, that's one of the reasons. And there's time to be in the modeling room, but I don't do it all the time. I used to fish all the time, and I'd leave and I'd be gone all day. I still go play golf, but rarely is it when she's here. Now that'll change because she's going to be retired at the end of next week, so she will be here, but she's going to find things to do too. She's already told me all the projects she wants to do around here.
You guys going to get like an RV or something and travel more?
We won't be getting an RV, but yeah, we've already talked about going to away football games. We're Oklahoma State fans. My son works for the university. I went there for a little while, but we watch Oklahoma State football, and we're talking about going on some of the road trips. My son and I have been on one or two in the past, but she's never gone to an away game. But now that we can take as much time as we want, we'll travel. We take the dogs a lot of places when we go, so they go with us now. And in fact, we'll bring them out there next summer when we come out. But
Yeah, they're going to ride the train.
We'll be gone a little over 2 weeks when we take that trip next summer.
Oh, I can't wait.
So that'll be fun. But yeah, we're planning on doing a lot of traveling. She's going to go with my daughter on a cruise in January. It'll be the first cruise she's gone on without me. But that's okay too. So I'll probably work on my layout a lot while she's gone.
No,
I may catch some of the live shows in the evenings that week too.
Yeah. No snow, Bernard, not yet. But they're talking about this year with the La Nina supposed to be a lot colder and wetter, so we'll see. So
Bernard wants to know if I think she's going to spend more time with me on the hobby. No. She, in fact, her and my daughter and my granddaughter all made some trees for the layout. She would do some more of that kind of stuff. She likes the scenery stuff of anything, but like she said, she doesn't think she's creative. She can't think of stuff, but if you tell her what you need, you can do that. And it'll only depend on if she wants to do it. You know, I don't ever expect her to work on it. Just like she wouldn't expect me to come cook in the kitchen, even though I like cooking some in the kitchen, but my son's the one that comes every once in a while, about once a month. He comes home and they spend the whole weekend in the kitchen. So that's as big a hobby as she's got is cooking. And she's really good at it. Let's see. What else we got here? No snow yet, Steve? No.
not yet.
Your neighbor's son is at OSU. Really? At Oklahoma State? Not Ohio State, Oklahoma State. We're the real OSU.
Bernard's long married secret.
Interesting.
He was gone for the first 20 years.
Well, Anthony, I'm sure he's enjoying it up there because you won't find a friendlier university. That's for sure. Or, you know, people that come there, they're all mainly farmers' kids and come from the more rural areas in the state. So, and other states for that. My long married secret. I was gone for the first 20 years.
Yeah. You'll have to explain that one.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to hear that story. I don't know that he can tell it on here.
Maybe not.
Well, that's cool, Anthony. That's really cool. What was
I
it?
can't spell either, Anthony.
Okay.
Kind of like I like spell check. It's either, you know, it's a love-hate thing. You either love it or you hate it.
That's true, Allie. And the other thing is, I tell her all the time she's a lot more creative than she thinks she is.
I guess.
But there again, that's what she's got in her head. So that's how it is. And Dennis says, yeah, OSU is a grounded university. Yes, it is. It's one of the better places. In fact, my daughter graduated from OU.
Oh, Digger wants Gus back.
But she's a big OSU fan now. She enjoys going to the games and stuff there because everybody's so friendly.
There you go. There's Gus.
Oh, here I got another one from Nancy.
Yeah, I know. You're a good puppy. You're a good puppy. It's your good puppy.
High school sweethearts. Well, we met in 9th grade and we dated. So she was in town. We met in 9th grade. We were both living here in Tulsa. And we went to our sophomore year in high school together. And we dated a little bit just before she left town. Her dad moved them to Newkirk, which is up about an hour and 15, 20 minutes from here, northwest of here, up by Kansas. And so we didn't see each other for the last 2 years of high school. Then when I was in college at OSU and she was at Northern Oklahoma College, which wasn't very far away from there, we kept in touch. And her best friend went to OU, and so one day I went down and got her and drove her up to see Brenda, and that kind of stuff. We kept in touch, and then right after she got out of school, we both left after a year of school, and she came back to Tulsa, and I kept trying to date her, and she kept telling me she had to wash her hair.
Yeah, Digger. He's a Frenchie, Digger. Gus is a Frenchie. Doesn't have the typical Frenchie smushed in face, but his brother does. Brother looked like he ran into a wall.
Yeah, she kept telling me she had to wash her hair. She was afraid I was going to get too serious. I don't know whatever gave her that idea. But anyway, I finally wore her down.
You're a good puppy. Oh, good. You're good. Go sleep. Go lay down. Come on, go lay down. Go sleep.
Yeah, she likes that part of it more. My son's the same way. He's not real mechanically inclined. He likes to cook with her, which, and he's very creative in the kitchen. He likes to watch all those cooking shows and does all that. But he likes the scenery too. He's just not here very often. So when he's here, he's cooking with her instead of up in the training room. But yeah, she likes doing that. I don't know how much of it she'll actually do, but she does like that part of it.
Digger's got a Shih Tzu, and he looks like a
Wookiee. Yeah, I could see that.
I guess he's a good dog. It's a good thing he's cute. He's a pain in the ass.
I don't think she was playing hard to get, Nancy. I think she honestly thought I was getting too serious or would get too serious, which she was right. Gus is a truly beautiful, beautiful doggy.
Thank you. He's a good dog. It's a good thing he's cute.
He's cuter than Steve, that's for sure.
Well, he doesn't have to be very cute to be cuter than me. He's very entertaining, though.
Steve Anderson wants to know if Digger uses his dog to dust the train room. That's what cats were good for. They always get up on the layout.
Bernard says, guys and gals, I really was innocent. It was my older brother, Daryl. Was it that your brother Daryl or your other brother Daryl?
Yeah, exactly.
That was a good show. That had the best ending of any show in the
the first one was the best one, I think, when they first came on.
Yeah. Oh man, when they came at the end of it.
Was it something in the basement, wasn't it? Some critter in the basement that they come to get out or something?
Oh no, I'm talking about the finale for the Bob Newhart show.
Yeah, well, I was talking about Bob Newhart too, but when the show that they first show up on there.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought it was hysterically funny.
I just remember when they wake up and they're in bed together, and Suzanne pulled the shit, says, "Go back to sleep." The whole show was a dream, man.
Yeah,
that was awesome. Most people are too young to know anything about that.
Yeah, Allie, you're right there.
Yeah,
they asked for Gus to come back, so they had something better to look at than Steve.
Yeah. Well, see, that's why he's been out here for almost a year.
Yeah. I locked mine out this morning. They have a tendency to bark at stuff going down the road. Well, we're not quite to our hour yet. The first half hour went by fast, though, with her on there. So if you guys that missed it, you might want to go back and watch the first part of the show. It was kind of fun.
Where was your first kiss? Where'd you guys?
Oh, man. I remember those times, but I don't know. I'm not sure where the very first one was. Probably at her doorstep.
Ooh.
She might remember, or she's probably trying to expunge it from her mind. One of the two.
What's the funnest thing you guys ever did together? Most enjoyable thing you guys ever spent time doing together? Probably everything.
Probably, I would say probably the first cruise we ever went on. I got her all the way to the airport without her knowing, with her sister's help. Her sister packed her bags and stuff and was stealing stuff. That was a lot of fun. But getting her to the airport without her knowing she was going on a cruise.
Wow.
And then we went on, it was just a little 4-day cruise on a boat that they don't even have anymore. It's, it was back in '89, and this thing was a tuna boat back then. But, we were young. We just had a blast on that trip. So that's probably one of the best times as far as having fun. The Other than that, I'd say the best times when we were in the delivery room having the kids.
Okay.
You know, more so for me probably than her. but yeah, those are probably more memorable than anything else. But yeah, we like going on cruises.
Claude's lucky.
Yeah. Oh, very lucky. Very lucky.
Claude, man, like I told you many times, man, you are truly blessed. I'm jealous.
Oh, Steve wants to know if there's any news on the Boxcars. I haven't heard anything other than what we told you last week. And Shannon's not on. I haven't talked to Shannon. So I don't know. Actually, we told you 2 weeks ago. I don't know anything other than what we had on that show. Sorry about that. I don't have access to that list. So Shannon's got it as far as I know. And I don't know if Allie's got anything on that or not, but
wow, Otter Creek, it has been a long time. He says, what boxcars? It's like,
yeah, exactly. But yeah, Dennis, it's, you know, marriage is compromise. And you know, we've been married 42 years, and we were probably married, I don't know how many years. In fact, we've never had, neither one of us yelled at each other than I'm just loud. But, you know, a knockdown, drag out fight, we've never had one of those. We've had disagreements and stuff, but, you know, we just don't fight. We're both second children. I think that might have something to do with it. But that helps too. So, you know, but usually, you know, when you stop and think about fights that couples have, there's usually the reasons are not very big, not big enough usually to cause a bad fight. It's usually button heads. Mm-hmm. And when that gets in there and you get your ego in there, then that's, I think, what causes most of the fighting. If people just step back and say, hey, it's not worth it, you know. But you got to have, you know, even after that, you can have disagreements. So you've got to come to a middle ground someplace.
Kind of like, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy?
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, because, yeah, you may not get your way at some time, but it's a lot better to, you know, back down from something that's really not as important as you think it is at that time than it is to push and, you know, make the other person mad and all that stuff. And of course, personalities come into all that stuff. Like I said, Brenda and I, both our personalities are a little milder than a personality. We're both not A personalities for sure. But anyway, enough of that mess.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Allie says Shannon's the sole person on that. That's true. We'll have to get a hold of him and find out if he's heard anything. And I haven't talked to him in a couple of weeks, so I don't know if he's, you know, what's going on with him down there. They're, you know, we're down where he's living. I think they're having some troubles. So, you know, he may be busy with that kind of stuff with the family and that sort of thing. So anyway, what else we got? Yeah. Dennis says, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Yep. And that's, you know, that's what, for those of you that aren't married, but I think probably everybody in here is.
I think my problem is
if they're not married, they were married at one time.
Yeah. See, my problem is I always want to be right.
Yeah. Yeah. I always think I'm right, but you know how that is too.
Well, like I always told Claude, I'm always in trouble. It just depends on how much. I'm in trouble every day.
I think Steve exaggerates, but
yep.
But I think I will get to see that firsthand. So
yes, you
will really find out. I'll give you all a real update when I get.
Oh God, that's scary. That's scary. We're gonna have a fun 4 days. We are gonna
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. All righty. Well, that's our hour, guys. And oh well, Steve's got a question. So Otter Creek rumor has it there's an HOS in the Buffalo. Oh, was Dennis wanting to know about that. Yeah. Well, we'll get a hold of Shannon and find out, and I'm sure he'll be back on the show before long, and we'll get all that information. So, but anyway, had a good show, guys. Thanks for showing up, and I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good week.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week.
Go to a train show if you can, and we'll see you next week.
Later, guys.
See you later.